Hello and welcome to Linux World, and today's topic is storage server, network file system server, NFS on Red Hat Linux. I'm on a system here which is a physical server. I've installed Red Hat 8 on here, 8.10, but the steps are the same if you are on a newer system like Red Hat 9. It's the same. So we are going to install NFS server. So we're going to do dnf install NFS utils -y to go ahead and install NFS server. I might have already installed it on here. Okay, so package NFS utils is already installed, nothing to do. So let's clear the screen out. Second thing we need to do is do some configuration under /etc id mapd.conf is the file. Under here, set the line number 5. I have set my domain to my domain that's in my lab, linux.world. You can set it to your own or leave it. Okay. All right, and the third thing is I want to share a file system on the network so other servers can mount it. So I have created a directory under home. First, let me look at df-ch/home, and this is a physical server, so I have about 53 gigs, out of which 825 gigs are available. So under /home, I'll go there. Under my home directory showeb, I have created a directory called NFS share. This is just a directory, and I'm going to share it so other servers can mount it and use it. So to share this, I'm going to open a file called etc exports, and I'm going to share it like so. First, the path of my directory, which is /home/showeb/NFS share, and I'm going to share it on my network, which is 10.0.0./24. It has about 255 IP addresses. So any server within this network will have access to the share, and some options here, like it's a read write and no root squash. Read write means allow both read and write requests on this NFS volume if other servers mount this and they want to write a file and stuff like that. And no root squash means turn off root squashing. This option is mainly used for diskless clients. Okay, so if you have a machine that you want to install Red Hat Linux, but it does not have a physical disk, it's only going to be installed on a NFS share. That's what it's used for, so we turn that off. And that's it in this file. You're going to right quit. So if I cat this, it has my line on it. Okay. And if you can also run a command to see what you're exporting, right? So the command is export fs -v for verbose mode, and this also shows that you're sharing the following directory, which is under /home/showeb NFS share onto the network. Okay, so this is the configuration part on the master storage server, NFS server, and we are going to turn on a service called systemctl NFS. I'm going to check the status. You're going to start if it's not started. Status NFS server. It's running. I already have it running, and it's enabled on reboot. So when you reboot the system, it will get started up. Another service is system ctl status rpc bind. It's also active and running and enabled on reboot. So these two services you want to turn on. And firewall, if you have firewall running, I believe I have firewall running. You want to turn on firewall cmd --add service equals to NFS, like so. Okay. And for to allow NFS version 3, you could do equals to NFS 3 mount daemon RPC hyphen bind. You can allow these services, and then you run a command. After you run this, you run a command firewall cmd runtime to permanent permanent to make these changes permanent. Okay, so I have already done that. Okay, so I believe we are done on the master's NFS storage server. We are exporting. If I see cat etc exports, you can see that my NFS share is shared on the network. So I will go to my other machine. This is rel00. I'm going to go to my virtual machine, VM1, and check my file systems here. I have dev, run, /boot, opt, home, var, and some other file systems. So what I'll do is, first thing on the client side, if you want to mount it, you still have to install NFS utils. So you would do dnf install NFS utils package. You need the utilities. Okay, I believe I have it installed on this system. Okay, so it is already installed, and all set to go. And I'll configure the etc id mapd.conf here, and my domain is set here, linux.world. So pretty much the same so far on the master server and client. And on the client side, configuration is done. All you need to do is mount the share. So we're going to use the mount command -t for type. It's going to be an NFS file system, NFS file system type. And it's going to come from our server rel 00. And on that server, I have /home/shoeb, /home/shoeb/NFS share directory. And I'm going to mount it on the local system here /mnt. Okay. So if I run df-th define file system, you see that /mnt is mounted here. Up here it was not. And it has my whole 853 gigs of storage available on this directory, which is coming from rel00. So I could cd into /mnt, look at the files there. There's nothing. I'm going to just create one file called write something echo. This is VM1 writing on a shared NFS storage. I'm going to send this to a file called test.txt. So I do an ll. It's there. If I cat the test.txt, it has my message in there. And now I will go back to my home directory and unmount the file system. Unmount is umount /mnt. Do a df-th again. /mnt is not there anymore. But if I go back to my NFS master server and I go back to my NFS share directory, which is under /home/shoeb, and if I do an ll here, you see that file here. So this is its source location. So whatever you do on the client side, it will be saved here. So let's say I have come in the future and deleted this VM, but the data will be here since it was shared from here. If I cat the test.txt, you could see that it's still intact, the file. And that's it for this video. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.